Hello YouTube, my name is Salty Rootbeer and I'm playing some TF2 today. With my very first video, I'm going to go over some of the tactics the soldier uses with my very favorite loadout. Basic shotgun and the basic rocket launcher. And this escape plan. These are all strange, but strange doesn't really have anything to do with it. If you're new, strange just counts kills. Now I'm going to play offline with some bots on some basic payload on upward. Now I'm going to go over the few big things that you have to compensate for as a soldier in my very first video. Now with the soldier, you have to keep in mind, you are behind the Russian, the heavy, in health, but you're only slightly ahead of him in speed. So you run the second slowest and you have the second most health. Now, to compensate for the slow movement speed, rocket jumping. Now, with rocket jumping, you will damage yourself because it involves shooting rockets at the floor to project yourself. But this is the only class that can get from here to up there, besides the demo mount. And that's something that I'm not going to go over today. But you can use these sticky bombs to jump. But anyway, what you really want to look out for with rocket jumping is what keys you use, what directional keys you use. Now the W and S keys sometimes would be considered keys to use with rocket jumping because they propel you forward and backward, but that's not true. With A and D, those are the only two keys you want to use because you can turn. I mean, it may not be much, but you can turn. You can control where you're going, and you can control, like, dodging around projectiles while you're in midair. Another thing you want to look out for is... Whoa, that's a lot of spawns right off the bat. I killed that guy. When you jump, you crouch, and then you shoot the rocket. But then you do it, like, really fast. When you jump, you crouch right when you jump, and then you shoot. And it'll shoot you up in the air faster. But you'll take more damage. You'll take more damage from the jump, from the rocket, but you will propel much farther into the air. Now, the shotgun is great for when you are out of rockets in your clip and you are being pressed by the enemies. You can just switch to your shotgun and you can deal some damage that way to help out your teammates or finish off enemies, or both. Just depends on the situation. Also, with pyros, you want to avoid firing too many rockets at them if they are good pyros, because something that pyros can do with their flamethrower is use an air blast, which deflects explosives and other various projectiles. So you just switch to your shotgun if you're against players. Holy cow. Another thing you want to know about with the rocket launcher is the splash damage. You want to aim for the feet of your enemies. You don't want to go for direct hits, unless of course you have the direct hit, which is something that we're going to go over in a different video some other day. Now, when you take too much damage, don't be afraid to run, unless of course you have a medic healing you, in which case you're a pansy if you run. In which case, well, not in which case, in that case, I should have run, but I chose not to. I chose to hold off the enemy for a bit longer so my teammates could retreat. That engineer right down there in the little walkway, right there. He had a little bit more time to maintain his buildings and whatnot. Now, I'm going to damage myself a bit. The escape plan. I take mini crits in damage. See there? That rocket right there. But I was running really fast. When you have less than 41 health, you have a full speed boost. Apparently I'm Markiplier now. But yeah, you can't be healed, and you take mini crit damage. And yeah, and that mini crit damage lasts for just a couple of seconds after you're done, after you switch. I don't know what those soldiers were doing. Were they shooting shotguns at the dispenser? Oh well. Dang. Well, that sucked. But yeah, it's just basic soldier stuff. The soldier is like the frontline troop. They're great at soaking the enemy with damage, soaking up damage, and they're second only to the heavy in medic preference. Especially if they have a Kritzkrieg, in which case you are going to be the primary target, because a soldier with guaranteed crits is a monster. I just shot a crit, and you weren't able to see its full effect, but it is capable of dealing 270 damage on a direct hit, and mounds of damage on splash damage. It's not as much as 270. Yeah, those are some basic soldier tactics. I don't care if you like or subscribe. I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to be that guy. But just comment on the video, telling me how you liked the video, and whether you liked the video or not, and what I can do in the future to get better. Now, stay salty, my friends, and we'll see you in the next one.